about that? It's a little bit better. What's up, guys? So my last video was just recorded, but I have a ton of stuff in my phone that I'm gonna kind of scatter throughout my channel. So this video is gonna be one of them. It's just a smorgasbord, however the hell you say that word, of old clips. Not old, but like, you know, last couple months. I know, like, we went to a couple different quarries to swim. One had this cool platforms you can jump off of, and then I heard some really sketchy stuff about it. We went to Cedar Point, like the Hollow Weekends thing, you know, birthdays, stuff like that. So I don't know what's gonna be in this video, but it's gonna be a bunch of random stuff. So if I need to talk about it, I'll talk about it on the clips, you know, however it works. So I believe this was on or around Carol Ann's birthday. We were at 12 Oaks Mall, and we got those insane milkshakes. They just pile stuff on here. They're really cool, but it's like a novelty thing. Like, you can't like drink the thing and eat the stuff and enjoy it. Like, you would have a sugar attack and get like instant diabetes, I swear. I got one before, and the stuff they put on to the top is cool, but for the most part it's like cheap and kind of like old and stale, to be fair. The milkshake itself is delicious though, but all the stuff on top is just definitely overkill. But I mean, it looks awesome for sure, you can't even deny. Ridiculous. Oh look, they just got Breaking Bad method. The second one was Jake and his girlfriend's, and it was like some sort of like strawberry cheesecake. I didn't see that one on the menu, and that one definitely looked like, I think mine looked cooler, but theirs looked like it tasted better, if that makes sense. This car is filthy. Now we are somewhere in the era of my mom's birthday. And one of the things she always wants me to do on her birthday, well, around her birthday, is to, like, I don't want to say detail her car, but, like, clean it, wash it, vacuum it out. She doesn't do any of that, ever. Like, throughout the entire year, this woman does not wash her car. She does not vacuum it. She does not clean it out. And it drives me insane because growing up, like, she had really cool, like, this really cool Mustang and stuff like that, and she babied that thing, you know. It got hand washed every time the weather was nice, and you know, like, it's crazy. It's like a totally different person now. But so this is obviously one thing I always do for her, and I hate people that leave mud in here. It frustrates me. If you're cleaning off something muddy, wash the floor off too. It's just rude. Not perfect, but that's what happens when you leave all the bugs on there. It really destroys the paint and the tar and whatnot. Even worse. That's horrible. Much better. I forget what year her car is. I want to say like a 2011 or something like that. And she's only got 25,000 miles on it, which is crazy. She's been begging me to clean it for her though. Well, not begging, but she's asked me a couple times now, and I've, like, last time was on Carol Ann's birthday, so I was like, I'll get it early in the week, I promise, but not today, because I've worked like 6 12-hour days in a row. And we're going to do our birthday stuff. So I was like, I'm just whooped. So finally got it for her. Didn't get as good as I wanted. Her car has this like stupid ledge thing on the windshield, and I just can't get my fat hands in there without like smudging the windshield up. So I didn't get that, but oh, there's a cop. I got everything else, and I mean, it's not perfect, but my God, it looks night and day better. I mean, you could just literally like, I don't know why my phone is having the biggest issue focusing lately, but you could literally just go like anywhere, like right here, go like this, and your finger would have been black with all the dust, because she literally doesn't ever clean her car. So it's up to me to do it. And obviously it's not on the top of my mind, so I never really think about it until like the once every year and a half that she asks. So yeah. But man, does it feel good to be back in my 121 million thousand mile Explorer. I miss it. I like how big it is. I like my nice leather steering wheel. Real nice. But I'm home. This was $1. This was $2. And then the classic Oreos.
And this is 0 calories.
Yeah, fat free. No sugar either.
I'm gonna send it to your mom.
All right, guys, we are back from that little, whatever the heck you want to call it, that little pop-up elephant ear shop or whatever that was at Lowe's. But so we had to stop at Lowe's anyways because I wanted to get some shelves for the garage. And by shelves, I mean like the wood planks, and then I've got brackets coming from Amazon to hang them up here because I'm not ashamed of it. I'm gonna just show you guys, raw and uncut, how ungodly messy this garage is. So you can see over here, I've got some drywall up, drywall back there, and then never finished that. I mean, that was literally probably one of the first things I did in this garage was the drywall. No idea what I'm doing. That's why the seams aren't filled or anything like that. And that's why some panels are long ways, some are width ways, whatever the heck you want to call it. But so when we bought the house, the only thing this garage had was there's like a dusk to dawn light outside. There's a light in the attic, and then it had 2 lights in here and 1 outlet with light switches. So you had 3 light switches and 1 outlet right here, like right when you walk in the door. Manual doors, like there was no power, button to open the garage. And then there were 2 light sockets. There's one there and one there. That was it. There was no electrical in the walls, no electrical for an opener, no opener, like I said. So first thing I did was, it might have been the lights. I don't know. I bought a bunch of cheap 4-foot fluorescent fixtures, which you can see I had one here, like screwed right to the ceiling, no chains. I had one there. And then I had the 2 in back. So widely uneven, but they put out a lot of light for what they are. So for the most part, it was enough light. But when I had the garage open, the garage door that blocks this light, so I was down to 3 fixtures lighting up the whole garage. So this side of the garage has always been kind of dark because there's no fixtures. I didn't have anything in those 2 light outlets right there because I was using those with one of those like plug socket things to power these lights or whatever. So I just used the switch. I had an issue with this one. It just starts like sparking and it'll blow the lights. And then these ones, they kind of eat through bulbs. Like, not all of them. I've replaced, there's 6 bulbs between those 3 fixtures, but I've replaced them like 2 or 3 times. And in the winter, if you guys are familiar with cold weather and fluorescent lights, they suck. They're really super dim. Sometimes I would have to flick the light on once or twice to like get it to like actually kick on. And then it takes a while for them to like warm up and actually get bright. So I'm over it. Plus fluorescent is like really inefficient, whatever you want to call it. I ended up getting on Amazon. So Shelby had made a remark like, it'd be really cool if the garage was cleaned out and, we could like party in there in the summer. And I was like, that actually would be really cool, like, because when we have like little, get-togethers at home, it would be nice to have the garage be a part of that, if it's super hot out there or if there's a lot of bugs and we can come in here, have the projector or something. And I was like, man, that'd actually be really cool. We could play beer pong. I'm horrible at it. I've only played one time when we were at that cabin, but I'm like, this would be really freaking cool. And I was like, but But. So if you notice, I really don't have shelves. Like, I have some stuff screwed on the wall here. Like, I have old broken pieces of wood with little metal L brackets that are, like, literally just kind of falling apart. There's really nothing on the back wall. There's an old workbench that was in here when we moved here. And then there's really nothing on that wall. And I just have these, like, makeshift piles of stuff everywhere. And I was like, I need shelves. Like, if I get shelves, I can get half this, like, probably 2/3 of this stuff off the floor. And also have organization. Because, like, you can see, I just have, like, tools and stuff everywhere. So what I did, I was like, you know, those shelves I built in my game room, those would be perfect out here. Because I can just use, like, the 8-foot boards. You can actually get longer ones. But they start getting, like, really pricey when you get longer than the 8-foot ones. I don't know why. But I was like, 8-foot would be fine because I can do, like, a couple of them over here, you know, maybe a couple on the other side or whatever. And that's going to be storage for a ton of this stuff on the floor at least. I'm going to be able to put, like, all my smaller tools, like my hand tools, my power tools. I'm going to do, like, a nice little setup over here because that's, like, actually, I'm going to do it wherever I put the stuff. Might do it in the back corner. I don't really know yet. But I'm going to do a nice little area that's got a power strip that has all my chargers plugged into it because I got the Cobalt chargers for a lawnmower. I've got a pole saw, a shrub cutter thing, and a weed whacker. And then the Ryobi stuff, I've got a blower, a mister thing for like putting like mosquito repellent down. I've got like a bunch of power tools with them. So I've got like 8 batteries. I've got like 4 chargers, and I've got like probably 10 tools. And then I've got Black & Decker stuff too, which I have a weed whacker and a couple drills. So it's going to be super nice to have all that stuff organized instead of having to like plug one in, unplug it, plug the other one in, unplug it, stuff like that. But what I'm most excited for today is these lights. So I bought these on Amazon. I got a 6-pack of them. So I have 6 of them. Why did I even say that? I've got 6 of them. They come with like all the mounting supplies, so they clip in super simple. You just screw this in and then it just literally they just clip on like that. It couldn't be any simpler. It's got a million different ways to connect it, so I can connect them like literally end to end like this, so there's like essentially no gap, so it would be connected, you know, like that. It's got wall plugs for each one, so you know you can have it on a switch, plug it into the wall, which is actually really cool. Like if you're a painter or a car dealer or something, like detailer, you need lights on the walls. So these would be really cool on the wall. And then you just have them plugged right in. You don't have to do any like serious wiring. I'm going to hardwire them. But also they have these, so you can connect them end to end, but you know, have like a little bit of a space between them. And then it also has these, which you can hardwire into, you know, an existing receptacle or whatever, which is what I'm going to do. Definitely going to have to extend that because, my God, they couldn't give you anything shorter. But super excited about these. They were only like $40. Definitely seems like a good value. They're not extremely bright. I've got a 6-pack, and what I was going to do is do like one there, you know, one here in the middle, and then like, you know, one there and one there. But with these being nowhere near as bright as I thought, I'm going to do 3 of them right there, and then probably 3 of them on this one, and then probably another 3 on that one. So I'll have to order another pack. And then with the 3 extras, I might do, because if the garage doors are open, that one's going to be pretty much covered up. I might do 2 sideways ones right here, and maybe like 1 more long. I don't know, but they were a really good deal, so I couldn't pass it up, and I need it. But what I'm also going to do, because you can see this wood is just, the wood is in fine shape, but it's just so old. It's been spray painted. It's been, you know, you can tell there was probably a lot of humidity and stuff in here before. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clean all that up, all the spider webs and stuff. That's not wet. I know it looks wet. It's been like that since we bought it. It's really weird. But what I'm going to do is rip out all these lights, you know, all these extra boards, all these extra cords and wires and stuff I don't need. And then I'm actually going to paint the whole ceiling like a matte black. I think it'll just kind of pop really cool with the bright white lights. And then, like I said, I'm going to do the lights, and then I'm going to do some speakers. Probably do like 4 speakers, do like one there, and like one there, something like that. and then I'll have like a receiver wherever I have the TV, so you can do like, you know, Bluetooth or whatever you're watching on the TV. Thinking about maybe doing a couple speakers on the outside wall, because that's where we do the projector outside. Like that's where our fire pit is over here. And then, you know, be able to tie it in right there without having to use like a Bluetooth speaker when we want to watch a movie. So that would be kind of cool. But yeah, just really finally going to tear into this garage, because it's a project that's not really going to cost me too much money. I mean, I need to spend like, you know, another $50 on some more lights and some brackets and wood. But aside from that, I pretty much have everything else I need. And it's going to be so nice to just be able to freaking clean this up, dude. Because, like, you can't even walk through here. And all right, so as you can see, my mess has shifted a little bit. Sad thing is, you really can't tell. I got some shelves up. So super excited. It's starting to kind of feel like a garage. So let me try to get some room here. But as you can see, like I took some of the stuff off the wall. I had to move all the random hooks I had hanging. But I decided, I was like, you know what? There's no car gonna fit in here. So I was like, if I do put shelves here, I'll keep, you know, the lowest one, you know, yay high off the floor. And that'll more than clear, you know, if I ever am fortunate enough to park another slingshot in here. So I did the bottom one, I don't even know, like maybe 3.5, 4 feet off the ground. And then the second one is like 16 inches above it, I think. And I used 3 brackets for now. That leaves me with 3. That leaves me with 5 left. So I think I'm gonna do a third shelf up here. And, you know, that'll be up higher for stuff that, like, you know, I don't use too much. Like, and then I think over here, I'm gonna eventually do more. That way, you know, most of this wall is kind of just shelving. And then, so this little area right here is gonna be for my battery charger. So I'm gonna mount these. I actually might do some on the wall. I'm not really sure. That way I can save some shelf space. Maybe I'll cut, like, I've got some scrap wood, you know, like pieces like that. Maybe I'll fit like 2 of these chargers on there and then like put them somewhere else where they're out of the way, but they're still right here. And then my hanging stuff, I don't know, I guess I'll probably leave a gap if I do more shelves there, and I'll probably do like all my hanging tools and stuff like right here, like the weed whacker, stuff like that, tools, you know, shovel and stuff. But this is gonna these 2 little shelves are gonna get so much stuff off this floor. Like I'm finally gonna be able to like kind of clean and organize a little bit, which I cannot wait. So that's where we're at. Also, this little like $10 or $20 laser level I got on Amazon comes in so freaking handy. I just use one of my phone tripods and it screws in. And you can lock it to where basically however you tilt it is going to be level. So basically, like, you know, if you know your house is like offset or crooked, you can lock it so it's going to be straight with whatever you want to line it up with. And then if you flip this switch right here, it will actually self-level. So like, even if, you know, this floor is massively tilted, which it is, once it, you know, straightens out, it's kind of hard to see. But you can see, you know, it's basically what I mean is it self-levels. And then if it's like too far, it'll just flash, so you know, like it's way off. Pretty cool though, I like it. Couldn't beat it for the price. Literally no reason to buy one of those name brand one that's like $100+. Now, I will say, if you use this for a living, yeah, the name brand ones are gonna do a lot better. They're gonna be brighter. They're gonna have more lines, you know, some of them do like 360s stuff, so obviously not, but when you're a garage mechanic, Ryobi does just fine. No Name does just fine. Deal with what you got.